Ladies and gentlemen, Big Four Boys, episode 49. It is the Tim Wakefield episode. That's who I'm going to pick, Alex, the knuckleball pitcher for the Red Sox. He was legendary in that '04 World Series. I remember watching that sitting on my dad's lap. Great
You do,
time.
huh?
Yeah.
I
That was,
wanted to say Dwayne Woodruff, man.
oh, yeah,
The
you voted
honorable
for him.
Dwayne Woodruff, number 49. This guy was a huge football player, 1979, 1990, around when Alex was, kicking.
Yeah.
Um, and he played 12 seasons in the NFL, and this guy became about brain damage. Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah. Sorry, you cut out
You
mid.
know, because oh, I did.
Yeah, I'm worried about
Oh,
the
okay.
connection, but repeat your joke, even though it's lost its
What?
flavor now.
No, it wasn't that good. It wasn't that good. It's
Yeah.
better than a cat. Yeah.
All right. All right.
Dude, my internet has actually been pretty crappy lately.
Oh, well, that's good for the podcast. Nice.
Yeah, yeah. No, dude, they upgraded, so like there's a bunch of AT&T guys like 4 months ago around our house,
Yeah.
just working, pouring down like I don't know, is this they were pouring something. Um Drilling and pouring, whatever AT&T guys do.
Yeah. Drill.
And I talked to one of them. Yeah, I was like, "Hey, what's up? What's going on?" And he's like, "Oh, we're upgrading your internet to fiber." And I was like, "Oh, that's wicked, cool. Wicked awesome. Wicked, great." So why fiber internet would increase our speeds to 1 gig a second? Is that what it is? Like,
Yeah.
now it's only 50 megabytes a second. But and 4 months later, we still don't have fiber internet, so we're waiting until I don't
So those
know.
guys
Anyway,
showed
that's a
up to
long
the
story
house.
about
Yeah. Those
just
guys showed
drilling
up
for
to the
no
house for
reason.
no reason. Yeah.
Yeah, they were drilling and doing something for no reason.
That's awesome. Yeah. They were just hanging out, getting paid. Yeah. It's a good.
Yeah, we're having a good time.
Yeah. That's awesome. But yeah, connection sucks. So 49. I was gonna pick the 49ers, the whole football
That was me.
team.
It was like Joe Montana and Jerry Rice.
Yeah. 40
They didn't
49,
wear number.
49, not a QB number. So I was like, what? That can't be.
Dude, I've been like swamped in fantasy football drafts these past
Yeah.
2 days. I had two at the freaking same time, actually, and that is stressful, man. That is very stressful, especially if you do it with your iPhone.
Oh,
That was, dude. And one of the leagues I'm in is with your boy Drew, Mr.
mhm.
Clipper, Mr.
Yeah.
Mr. Gray Area.
Folks listening, Drew was a guest on this pod. You probably slept through it though.
Anyway, so Drew has this 16-person league that I don't even know if he knows everyone, but he has a 16-person league.
Yeah.
And he knows I think like 8 people personally. So, anyways, he wanted to do a side pot where everyone put $100 buy-in, but only with the 8 people he knew in the 16-person league. What I told him, look, it doesn't make sense. He's like, oh, whoever from whichever 8 of us has the wins the playoffs or whatever wins the money. And I'm like, okay, what if one of us has um, colludes with the non-paying teams, right? Second thing is, what if one of us has plays like a non-paying team more than a paying team? Because the
Yeah.
non-paying teams are less incentivized than a paying team to adjust their roster, to pick up,
Yeah.
whatever waiver wire. Anyway, I was like, I'm in. Let's do a 8-person league with the 8 people right? And
Yeah.
everyone buys, and then everyone is equally motivated. I was like, why don't we add Alex and Jake too, make it an even 10? You know, ten
Mhm.
person league. That's not a bad league.
Yeah.
He was completely against it, and he thought I was crazy that I didn't want to pay in on this 16-person league that only 8 people or whatever it was.
Yeah.
So I didn't end up buying in. I did do a team because I couldn't just pull out at the last second, or else you wouldn't have 16 teams. But it's not. Um,
And you
I
love
didn't.
pulling out at the last second.
Yeah, Yeah, I do, for different reasons. But unfortunately, I didn't buy into him to
Yeah.
his league. But there was another league with USC with our class, um, and all of a sudden they raised the buy-in. Last year it was like $10 or something like that, and then yesterday morning, right before the draft, they're like, "Oh, buy-in's $100. Just Venmo me." And I
Damn.
was like, "Huh,
That's a lot of
interesting."
money. Your students. That's a lot to just be throwing on a
Yeah,
league.
and like no one, and there was no pushback from any of the 10 people, and I was like, oh,
Yeah.
so what if they made this like $1,000? Everyone was like, all right, let's just. I mean, I guess
Yeah.
$100 isn't a big deal anymore, but still, I was like, huh, that's a pretty big buy-in. And
Yeah.
no one wants to be the guy that says, no, this is too expensive. You know, they don't want to come off as a cheapskate.
Yeah, I have weird mental things with money where like to me triple digits, that's I'm not doing that. Like I'm not going anywhere near that. But I'll do like 30 or something. But if you get in like the 50 or 100 range, I'm like I'm not betting money with that. That's fucking insane.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I think it's kind of crazy. I don't know, man. It was like, huh.
Yeah.
But anyways, I bought in. I didn't want to look like a bitch. Um,
It's like, well, it's like me and you, like, when we hang out, we'll spend thousands at a brothel, but we're not doing that for gambling.
no, no, the brothel is different. It's a different category.
It's different. Yeah.
Is there a men's brothel? You know, like
Uh,
full of
no,
men.
in Portland, it's like kind of a poly thing. It's like different couples, and it's like mix and match. So I'll go one sex, and
Your
then yeah,
boyfriend will go one sex.
exactly, yeah,
Oh, interesting. You guys have a very, very progressive relationship.
yeah. Well, you have to be. It's Portland. I'm sure in LA it's the same way.
Yeah, yeah. I wouldn't know about that. I'm not into that scene. Not that there's anything wrong with it.
Yeah, for you, just men. But dude, that's interesting with the draft. My work did a draft, and it was like a $30 buy-in, and I just said no. I just said I'm not doing it.
Really?
It
What?
yeah, I just didn't. God,
Dude, I thought you'd be into that.
someone's revving a chainsaw outside. What is happening? Hopefully, you can't
I can't
hear
hear.
that.
Oh,
Okay,
now I could hear it. Now I could hear it.
that's fucking annoying. Yeah, I just didn't. I don't know. I didn't want to do the league, and of course, it was the controller who's like, "Yeah, let's raise the buy-in." It's like, "Yeah, you make the most here, numbnuts. Come on, like the rest of us aren't trying to put money in."
Dude, that's funny though. How many people were in your league?
I think there's 12 people that signed up for it, um, but I was like, "I'm good." Let's go back to that Drew idea real quick because that is hilarious to me. That he's like, "Oh yeah, only half of us are gonna do money." Where
Do
does
you want to read? You
that
want me to read the text with this guy?
does
Because we were going back and freaking forth.
yeah.
Let me see if I can pull it up here. And like, we were going. He's okay. Dude, if you play a team that doesn't have money in more than others, that means you have an unfair advantage. He's like, you're tripping. And he's like, everyone in this league is trying though. And I was like, I just like when everyone is incentivized. Am I crazy? He's like, yes, everyone's gonna try in the league. If someone who doesn't pay wins, then second place gets the price. It's simple. And I said, but the incentives don't line up, LOL. He said, yes, they do, LMAO. The only relevant point you made was the trade thing, but we can monitor for collusion.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'd rather have a schedule where I predominantly play teams that don't have money on the line. And he said, last year everyone in the league was active despite putting no money up because I made sure everyone in the league was going. I mean, it was just
Uh,
we went back and forth, and he wasn't.
he wasn't
He's
budgeting.
and then he was like, then he made it a me thing where it's like, oh, you just don't want to put money up. And I was like, dude, I
Damn.
want to put the. He's like, if you don't want to be a part of the paying group, that's fine, but it's completely fair, and others will be. Ha ha. It's kind of like like
Wow.
passive aggressive. It's like
Yeah,
fuck off. You know what I mean?
you guys were both a little passive with the LOLs at the end of each text. Like
Yeah, it
you
was.
don't want to be dicks.
He he did. Yeah, yeah. The
Yeah.
LOLs and the ha, like that last text where he did the ha, that was pretty passive aggressive, to
Like if
be
you
honest.
guys were discussing this face to face, someone probably would have realistically thrown a punch, but because it's behind text, you like, use an emoji or use like
LOL,
a LOL.
LMAO.
Yeah, to soften it up. That's for someone who's so uncertain about life, like Drew, he was certain in this
He was so
situation.
so.
He
He
was
was.
adamant.
I know. I thought I could convince him.
Yeah.
He was.
You'd think he would toe the line and be like, well, maybe we don't do money. But no, dude, he's dead set on probably cheating. Like, he'll probably find a way to just steal that money from people.
Yeah, we've been mowing him. By the way, I didn't get that. I don't know. And then I was like, what did I say? I was like, oh, what
Bro,
did I
I,
say?
I have I know two people who lost their friendship over fantasy football. Like they're no longer
Really?
friends partially due to fantasy. Like so I went to college with these two boys and they're a year older than me and they just had this petty thing where one of them was the commissioner of the league. They all put in $30 and that year the other friend won the league and the main commissioner guy was like, you know what? We're not going to do money. Everyone's going to get their money back after this guy won. And they're like, we're not going to pay you.
Ah!
There's no winner. Everyone's just going to get the buy-in back. And then the next year, that friend who won the first year, he didn't win. And the commissioner was like, yeah, we'll pay out the money this year. And so he just didn't give that one dude yeah, it just like purposefully was like, I'm not going to pay you the winnings. And so they don't talk anymore. It was like some petty bullshit. I'm sure there was more behind it, like an orgy didn't go well or something, but like uh, yeah, they just disagreed right there.
That dude, that's kind of funny, man. I've actually lost a friendship over Monopoly.
Really,
Yeah.
damn. Like you started a business and it became a monopoly, or the game.
No, no, a game, board game
I
Monopoly.
know, I'm
Yeah,
just kidding.
board game Monopoly.
Yeah,
One of my good friends, one of my good friends actually, we played Monopoly, and then I think I was winning, and then they got pissed, and I think they like crushed the board or something, and
yeah,
then I got mad. This,
yeah,
this was
dude.
in college, dude, to
Yeah.
be honest.
Oh, really?
So
Yeah,
this is
dude.
this is
Yeah,
bad.
that
This is
this is
freshman year of college.
yeah, this is why I refuse to do these type of like, even if you're like a pregame or something and people are like, let's play Uno or let's play cards. It's like anytime you do something like this, there's always the one dude who's gonna get heated. It's like
Yeah.
why even take the risk and play this game? Like, let's not do these types of things because someone's gonna get pissed, and it's just not.
Typically me.
Yeah, yeah, it's like it's just not worth it to even do that. Um, like when during the pandemic, I would play cribbage with my dad sometimes when I was living at home.
Cribbage or Quidditch?
I wish it was Quidditch. It's called cribbage. It's a card game where you move these little board pieces. Like you have this little planks that I don't know. You could Google it. I'm sure Will knows it. Will, let's play sometime. But we
I'm gonna Google it right now. Cribbage.
yeah, but we would have back and forths where like I would win 3 games in a row or he would win 3 games in a row and the other one of us was just like, God, fuck this, like getting pissed. And it's just not worth it because then you're just mad over a game.
Yeah, yeah, but dude, the thing is, I love playing games. It's just like I love when I win. So
Right. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, you win a couple games, but then you break a table. I guess it balances out.
yeah. The feeling of that win though, different.
Yeah.
Hey, so we got to do the Survivor League thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
So for the folks, we told the folks at home, right? What's
Yeah,
going
we
on?
talked about it last week, and we did this last year. If you're a loyal listener, basically, the way the Survivor League works is, you pick one game, one NFL game out of the week, where you're picking the winner, and each week you have to pick a different team. Is that correct, Alec? Like you can't
Yeah, you can't pick the same. You can't pick like Kansas City Chiefs every week. You know.
yeah, so it takes strategy because and for us, I think we talked about this last week, maybe the week before, but what we would do, we would look at Vegas, we would kind of look at the lines. That's, I mean, our tactic. I don't think that'll always work. I think we had this exact conversation. It doesn't always work because some of these bigger lines, they fail
Yeah,
sometimes. It's the NFL where there's so much parity. It's not like college where it's way more predictable with some of these games. It's not like a Bama versus Colorado State. It's like these are NFL teams and you just can't really predict what'll happen.
and my brother-in-law actually sent me like a link where it's kind of a really cool thing. It's like a grid
Yeah.
of all the teams and who they're playing, and right now what the Las Vegas odds are for each week. So
Yeah.
it basically tells you, week one you should take this team, or you know what I mean. Like
Mm,
as of right now, it's saying it's probably saying we should take Indy,
okay. And who are they playing?
but they're playing they're playing the Houston. They're
Mm,
playing Houston Texans, and they're favored by 8 points against the Texans, but it's in Houston.
yeah.
This is where my eye was. Okay. I get Indy. I like the Matt Ryan story. I think, Jonathan Taylor, Indy's good. But I don't know. I was kind of looking at Denver, Seattle. Do you think it's a Sunday night game? Russell Wilson's going back home. This is a home game for Seattle. Do you think it's crazy if we pick Denver? I don't know.
Hmm.
What
I
do you
would
think?
I would lean towards Indy if I were to pick between the two.
All
I
right, let me give you two others.
Yeah.
Ravens at Jets,
Okay.
and then 49ers at Bears. Dude, I'm not sold on any of these
I'm
guys.
not
Honestly, I
sold,
don't
I'm
know.
not sold on any. I like Ravens Jets out of those last two that you gave me.
But
Uh,
I don't even know. Jets are supposed to be good. They got a decent running back. Zach Wilson's supposed to, be decent. He has some like solid receivers. They drafted well. I don't know. 49ers, I don't trust Trey Lance.
no.
Denver, I feel like they're always okay. And I think Seattle's going to be just really bad this year, and they're going to be tanking. Um, they're going to be tanking. I don't know because they need a QB for next. They need a QB.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm leaning towards Indy for this week one.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, but that's
Don't.
famous
What
last
about what
words.
about Davis? What's that? What's the Houston? What's the Texans QB? The white guy?
Oh, Matt Leinart.
No, no, the Texans QB.
I don't know. David Carr.
No,
Oh,
no, no, no.
Deshaun Watson. No.
No, 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 no. I thought it was like this white guy.
David Mills. Davis Mills.
Yeah, Davis Mills. That's what it was. Yeah, he's good.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't know what the right move is.
Yeah, I know. I mean, why don't we start up like six of these we make six different accounts. Nah, I don't know. Maybe we
Each
should.
one's $50. 51.
Oh God, good point. All right, we'll start 10 of them.
Yeah, so it could be. I mean, I know for a high roller like you. Yeah, I know for a high roller like you, it's $500. But dude, unfortunately, I'm a student.
Yeah, be true, be true. I think
Fuck.
I think Indy, but we can take some more time to think. Call in if you're
But
a
we don't have a
fan.
lot of time. We don't have a lot of time, dude.
It's today. We got to submit it by.
No, we have until Sunday, but I don't know, man. Okay, last two games they played against Indy, they lost. Holy shit. They lost badly. Oh, man. Okay, last two games they played against Indy, they lost 31-0 and 31-3. Huh.
Yeah, that might be the go-to. I mean, I'm thinking that or Ravens, Jets. Have you checked Vegas at all or no?
Vegas, so Vegas has it as Indy is the
Minus
highest
two.
favorite. Baltimore is the second highest.
Okay,
Then it's 49ers, then it's Denver. So your logic is what Vegas is thinking.
nice. Yeah, I should work for them.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, I want to just see where. Okay, Vegas right now apparently has Chicago as the worst team.
Really?
Interesting. Then they have Falcons as the second worst team. Then the Commanders, then the Jags, then the Giants, Texans, then the Jets.
Hmm.
Huh. Oh, Flacco is apparently going to play against the Ravens.
Oh wow, big story.
So, is there anything that you're? So, are you saying Indy? We should do Indy.
I think so. Yeah.
Okay, let's lock in Indy then.
Locking in, locked and low.
Indy. And what's our backup pick? Just
Ravens.
in the guess the game gets postponed. Okay.
Let's say Ravens.
All right, we're locked in, folks. We're all good. $50, man. We could win potentially 15 G's. 15 G's. One
Yeah,
five.
I know. We'll build a studio if we win for the pod.
Yeah, yeah. And we're not gonna forget about our boy Will. We're gonna throw you some cheese, my man.
Throw him some bones. But dude, I was gonna make the point about people's predictions and stuff. The the spread for the Georgia Oregon game for college football, it was 17. They predicted Georgia would win by 17. They won by more than that.
Yeah, a lot more. They manhandle your ducks. They embarrassed the Oregon Duckos.
Dude,
Quack quack
I was
quack
looking back, I was watching our
quack
last
quack quack
episode because I was just like, uploading
quack
it,
quack quack
and we were quacking, quack addict.
quack 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 quack.
Dude, whenever I would do trivia in at Oregon, our team name was always Quack Addict or Addicted to Quack.
That's good. That's
Yeah,
good.
yeah. But well,
Dude, you guys are jokes. The Oregon Ducks are jokes.
I well,
You are a
I knew
big
we
joke.
would. Big joke. I knew we would be because I was watching our episode last week, and you were like, "Why is Oregon playing Georgia? That's so random." And I was like, "Oh, I think we just want to lose a game." And that was very clear from the beginning.
Oh man.
Yeah, Bo Nix was terrible.
Oh man, dude. It was like, what the hell are these guys doing?
Yeah, two interceptions in the first half. They couldn't run the ball. What's funny is Oregon will probably win the rest of their games, but they just played the best team in the country. So it's like we looked horrible.
Um, I'm looking at the current rankings of the AP Top 25. Your boys, Oregon, last week were 11.
Yeah,
This week, you know what they are?
unranked, unranked.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, deservedly so, I'd say. But we'll
Wait, how
probably.
is Utah? Utah's still 13. I thought they lost.
Oh, I'm not sure.
Utah lost. They're ranked 13 though.
Huh? Did they lose?
They lost to Florida. I guess it was a close loss.
Yeah, I know that's annoying.
It was a close loss.
Yeah, and like is Notre Dame still ranked in the top 10?
Yeah, they're 8
Yeah, I mean they lost, but they lost to a better team.
team.
So
Yeah, but the way Oregon lost, if Oregon lost, but they lost like, well, they would still be in the top 25. The thing is, they didn't, they lost.
yeah,
It's,
what's funny
they
is
got embarrassed.
what's funny is Oregon probably would have. They're probably better than Notre Dame, I'd say. Like they just played Georgia. Like Georgia's the best team.
They're better than Bama, you think?
Um, hmm. Hmm. No, they're not better than Bama, but they're better than like Bowling Green.
They're better than Ohio State and Michigan, though, right? And Clemson.
They beat Ohio State last year,
Boy,
and that was with a worse coach. Um, I don't. I'm gonna put Oregon. They'll be in the playoff for sure,
what playoff?
like the college football playoff.
The 14 playoff?
Yes.
They're gonna be in it after they got manhandled.
No, they won't make a bowl game, but
What about your boy? What about Jake's boys, Iowa?
oh, that was so funny. Well, first of all, before we move on to the Big Ten, I went to this Ducks bar and
Quack quack.
watched them play, and just so depressing. You know, everyone's just sitting there like everyone's sitting there like, hey, we're only down 14. You know, let's keep it going. And everyone left in like the third quarter. You know, everyone's dining and no one's paying their bar tab. Like everyone's dining and dashing because like, fuck this place. Yeah, yeah, we just stole a bunch of beers and stuff. Like it was bad. Of
Yeah, they don't expect you to pay.
course not.
Wow, 49-3. They they got they smacked you out of the top 25.
Oh
You
yeah,
guys didn't even put up a fight. What was happening? You guys were like, we gotta lose this. We just gotta, make a good comeback story for the rest of the year.
yeah. I think it's like you got to lose week one. So then the college bowl ranking, like midway through the season, they're like, oh, they've shown improvement. Like that's what we.
That's what they're doing.
You got to start off shitty.
You guys got like what? Two real teams on the schedule. You guys got BYU.
Sure, we have Utah.
Nice. That's about it. You guys don't even have my boy SC.
But the
You guys have
problem,
Easton.
but the problem is, I mean, with Oregon, any Pac-12 game they could lose. Like every year, it's like this is up in
But
the air.
they're all. It's like, I don't know. The Pac-12, kind of a joke.
Yeah, well, that's why it's dissolving. But you asked about Iowa. The Hawkeyes got two safeties. Is that the first time in history that's happened? They caused two safeties against whoever the fuck they were playing.
What is it? Is it SD State? Is it San Diego State or South Dakota State?
I think it was South Dakota State.
It's South Dakota State. Okay, you know what? Jake, dude, if you want us to take you seriously, man, you guys got to play real teams. Who are they playing on their schedule that's a real team? They're picking South Dakota State.
I mean, they got Iowa State this weekend. That should be fun. They play Michigan on
All right. So
October.
they got Michigan,
They
Ohio
play Ohio State. Yeah, they got
State,
some.
and Wisconsin. All right.
I mean, they won't win any of those
But
games, but
they're choosing. This South Dakota State, like their first week, correct me if I'm wrong, you get to choose, right?
I don't know how that works. Yeah, because
Because the Oregon Ducks chose the Bulldogs, right?
yeah, just for
And
views, and we wanted to kind of get abused. Yeah, that was the decision.
yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, so
Jake, we love you, your Hawkeyes, man. We hope they lose to Michigan in October.
kisses. But dude, yeah, there were so many people like crying and screaming at this bar. They're like, "What the fuck, Dan Lenning? Like, why don't we fire him?" And
What are they crying and screaming about, dude? You guys got like manhandled. It's
well,
like, what the
I think
hell?
that's why they're like, "What the hell? Are we ever gonna win anything again?"
When were you guys emotionally invested into that game? It was just like a smackdown, smackdown, smackdown the whole game. It was just like you didn't even have time to be emotionally invested because you were getting your ass handed to you the whole time.
Well, I think people are just cocky. People are just naive. And it's like we talked about last week. I go into every year and every game like we suck. This is not going to go
Yeah,
well. So
because
then
you
when
guys do.
when it happens, I'm like, yeah, I'm not surprised. Like this Bo Nix guy fucking sucks. But you have that fan who's like, we're the best team. Phil Knight has huge nuts. We had Marcus Mariota years ago. Let's live in the past, and so they just start cocky. But no, we suck, and I'm
Yeah,
a
you
yeah
guys suck bad, man.
yeah. I know we're like UCLA or USC. Um,
USC what?
we're like USC, but a little better.
USC football, who just embarrassed Rice University. We're
Congrats.
back, baby. We're back. We put up 66 points. What up?
I'm more of a quinoa guy. Never been a rice fan. That's cool.
When will you take USC seriously? Okay, this is who is on our schedule. Next week we got Stanford at Stanford. If we manhandle the trees,
If you manhandle the trees, then I'll give it to you. That's pretty
okay.
good.
What about Fresno State Bulldogs?
Eh,
Oregon State, whatever they are.
nope. God, you guys have
Arizona
you have an easy ass schedule.
Arizona State Sun
I don't
Devils.
know why I'm saying you. You're a UCLA guy,
Dude, where do I go to law school again?
I guess. But isn't that? Aren't you guys rivals?
Yeah, I guess.
Damn,
Who's Oregon's rival? Oregon State?
Oregon State, their ass. They're
Is
always.
that much of a rivalry?
It's not real. It's not really. They've beat us twice, I think, in the last 5 years. But before that, we had won 10 years in a row. The between each
Yeah,
other.
because it's not a competition. They just don't have the resources you guys do.
Yeah, they
Who the
don't.
fuck in their right mind would go to Oregon State over Oregon?
Yeah, I know. It's a smaller town. They don't have the Nike affiliation. It's yeah, worse education. Not that any player goes there for education, but it's not a great sell to be at OSU. If you're not good enough, then you go there. Like Brandon Cooks, who is a legit NFL receiver now, he was a two-star in high school, and so he's like, I got to go to Oregon State, and it worked out for him. But
Are they in the Pac-12, by the way?
yes,
Oregon State?
yes,
Oregon State is in the Pac-12?
correct.
What business do they have to be in the Pac? See, this is what's wrong with the Pac-12. We have teams like Oregon State.
Or Colorado. There's some shitty teams.
Oregon State. Oregon State. Oh, they beat Boise State. Look at that.
Yeah, congrats.
I'm excited about the Stanford game tomorrow, man. I wish it was at USC.
Oh nice. Is it tomorrow?
Yeah. No, Saturday.
Oh, okay. I know.
And we're recording this on a Thursday, man.
Yeah. Um. Dope, Brody. All right. Did you have anything crazy? This was kind of a football app. I don't know if you.
Football pod. Dude, the only thing crazy that happened to me was there was Labor Day weekend.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh
That's crazy as is, man.
yeah. I did go to a Timbers game. I went to an MLS game on Sunday. Not that exciting. Not that
What's
fun.
the point?
Yeah, it was not
Dude, the only
great.
people who go to Timbers games are the owners
That's true.
or rich guys trying to buy the teams. Because for some reason, all these new rich guys are like, I can't buy an NBA or NFL team, so I'll buy an MLS team.
I'll buy a soccer team. Yeah. Um, they won. They had two penalty kicks, and I did fall asleep. I took a nap like the last 20 minutes.
Were the seats comfortable for a nap at least?
No, it was like a hard bench. We were up in the nosebleeds. It was an obstructed view where we couldn't see the opposing goal. Like our
Did
view.
you go with your boyfriend?
I did, and it was I cried the whole time because I was like,
So let me ask you, when you and your boyfriend go to like an MLS game, is your boyfriend interested in like that MLS games, sports games?
not at all, but we went with one of his friends and just watched. And
What?
I had never been to a game, so I was like, I'll check this out. But I don't think any of us really gave a shit.
Was his friend a guy or something, or a gal?
It was a gal. I get mixed up on genders when we do this thing, but it was a gal. Yeah, so two men and a girl. And we were just watching. But yeah, I don't know a single player on the team. I don't give a fuck. Portland
Yeah,
downtown was crowded as shit. And I don't know if I'll go to another one. I mean, like our seats weren't great. Maybe if I was sitting court side or whatever you call it in soccer, field side.
field side.
Yeah,
How
maybe
much? How much did those tickets set you back? How much did those nosebleed tickets set you back?
they were 30 a piece.
Dude, that's cheap.
Yeah, it is. I mean, but you want to sit somewhere nice, it's 100, 200 if you're getting up
That's
close.
it.
For a soccer game where it's irrelevant, like go spend that money on go to Barcelona or something and watch them play.
Yeah, just to fly all the way to Barcelona.
When I studied abroad, I saw Messi play, um, which was cool. It was the game that he broke his arm. It was against Seville, Spain, that city.
Oh,
And he,
beautiful city, beautiful.
yeah, but it was the game that he broke his arm, and we're all like, "Oh, Messi, Messi, Messi." But
He's messy.
yeah, um,
Hey, let me ask you this.
no new cameos, unfortunately. But what
Ah,
would you ask?
you, you took my.
Was that the cue?
Nah, that was what I was gonna ask you. Just ruined it for me.
Damn.
No new biz cameos.
No,
Any
dude,
personal?
so I have an email for cousin Eddie where it's like this dude, and I hadn't checked it in like a month. I forgot I had it. And this company called Bloomin had reached out to me. They do hair products and other bullshit. And they were like, we noticed you have a lot of engagement. Would you be willing to maybe review our thing on your channel? And I reached back out to the dude. I haven't heard anything, but I mean, I don't give a fuck about any of these products. Like, I'm interested to see what they want me to do. Cause, like, if they want me to be serious and be like, oh, I love this product, then I'm just gonna, if the money's right, I'll do it. But if it's not, then I'm just gonna be like, fuck this. I don't wanna,
Whoa, what does the money have to be right for? Like a few grand?
yeah.
A grand?
Yeah. It'd have to be,
Would you say yes? Would you give your endorsement for $1,000?
I would do, yeah, that's good enough for me.
Someone offered me $100 to give my endorsement of their tax software.
Oh, yeah.
I said no.
Yeah. Yeah. That's not
Would
great.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
But
Because the only reason I said no is because I was like, oh, what if someone looks and says, oh, this guy, why would I use him for taxes if he's endorsing like a competing style? It's like, why
yeah,
would you, for like $100, endorse a competing TikTok page, right?
right.
Would you do that? No, you wouldn't do that.
Yeah, no, it's a good point. I know that's where all this shit gets so scary, just with like the bias of everything. It's like CNN being sponsored by Pfizer and being like that Pfizer CEO is he's the CEO of the year. And it's like, well, they pay you a fuck ton of money. So of course you're gonna say that. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, you worry about all that shit. But Brody, I don't know. I didn't have a super exciting week. I went to that Timbers. I watched the Ducks get nutted on. Um,
Most exciting part of my week was Drew and me getting into a
fight.
fight.
Yeah,
Yeah,
God.
with a lot of LOLs and ha-has. And
We'll
there's some
maybe
LMAOs thrown there.
yeah, maybe we'll have him on in like 10 months and he can tell his side of things.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be great. I'd
But
love to
so
bring
he's
him on.
going through with it then though. He's gonna
He charged $40
people.
for whoever said yes, and they're doing it.
Interesting. Is he just
And they're all
scared?
messing
Is
with him.
he just scared of the other heads in the group? Like he doesn't want to ask them for money? Like,
Yeah, I don't know. That's what I said. It's like, oh, I know them, but I don't know them that way or something. And I was like,
uh,
huh?
Interesting. Sounds like he's just being a puss, but what can
Yeah, I just don't get why we couldn't do a league with the eight of us that wanted to pay plus you and what's Jake, and we had the 10 heads.
yeah,
That could have been fun.
that would have been fun. Damn.
But I mean, he was like, "Oh, last year everyone was like motivated to play." And I was like, "Dude, I wasn't that motivated to play because like there was no buy."
Yeah. Yeah, if there's no money, I wouldn't care after week 2.
He's like, "I carefully picked everyone that I knew was gonna care to play." I was like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah. Very diligent, Drew. Good stuff. Um,
Nah, I love
yeah.
that guy. We'll see him soon. Oh, dude, I was gonna say, I wanted to go to the Rams Bills game today, but the nosebleed tickets are like 250. So that's not.
Oh, but you were gonna go? Or you were looking
I
at it?
wanted to go. No, I really wanted to go, but I just can't afford it. Can't swing at
Yeah.
250. Nosebleeds are 250.
Yeah. Well, this pod is on the up and up. Soon enough, they'll be asking us to come. Like the Rams will reach out and be like, "Yo, you guys gotta come to a game."
I hope so, man. I hope so. I hope Jamie could, work some connections, get us some, get us that deal. That'd be really good.
I still got to make my LA trip at some point too. I should just go for that game, even though Jake can't go, and then we go with Drew. What was that? Was that
Dude, let's do it.
Seahawks? With
Yeah,
Chargers,
yeah.
Seahawks?
See how. Yeah,
Yeah, late October.
yeah,
Yeah, let's do it.
yeah. Let's do it. Why not?
Cool. Yeah, I still because I bought that Southwest ticket for the 4th, and you can just move it. Like you get the credit for buying that ticket. So I need to just move that, and I should do it that weekend. That'd be fun.
Jake's not coming that weekend though, huh?
Yeah,
Because of
but that's all right. I mean, we could FaceTime him or something, call him in.
yeah, yeah. And for the Chargers Seahawks tickets, do you think the best strategy, or do you think we should get our tickets in advance?
Oh, ooh. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, it's not going to sell out or anything. Like we could.
No, no, no. That's the thing. Like, no one's gonna want to go and watch or put whoever's waiting for the Seahawks.
Yeah, yeah, we could wait. I'd say we wait a bit, and then
All right.
yeah. All right. Cool, Brody. I'm gonna. We're still recording. I'm gonna sign off here, ladies and gentlemen. BFB 49, the 49ers episode. Jimmy G dated a porn star. Calling it good here. Yes.